My name is Michelle Aspinwall. I work with women over 40 to help really ground in their bodies and understand the language of the body. Every woman's body has a unique language. It's inherent to them. And as we gather time, as we age, the body has this way of speaking to us, and it's very delicate, it's very quiet, it's like a whisper. In learning to work with the whispers of the body, you're working with your organs, you're working with your energy, you're working with your emotions, and you're not stifling the energy, you're not blocking the energy. Because when we block the energy and we don't work with the whispers, then what ends up happening is we have dis-ease or misalignment within the body. When I work with women, they come to me and usually there's a symptom or there's a sign or there's a pain or they've seen a myriad of professionals and no one's been able to really get them to the place that they know they can be. They feel their body in need, but they don't quite understand how to interpret. So what happens is I listen to what they're experiencing. I look at various elements of the body and then I listen to their organs. I listen to a woman's body and I then interpret for her until she can learn to interpret for herself. And when she can hear those whispers, then she's able to truly tap into her body's innate wisdom. So before 40, we have the benefit of our hormones. We have this incredible roller coaster that we get to ride, and it's working for us all the time. And then after 40, when our ovaries begin to quiet down, we don't necessarily have the benefit of an abundance of hormones. The elements of nature are working for us, but we have to learn to work with those whispers. We need to learn to hear them, to work with them, and understand how to use them to our greatest advantage. So one of the ways that I like to lead women through this decade that can feel like it lasts a lifetime, 40 to 50, is an incredible decade. It's a decade that is filled with incredible, wonderful things. We're watching our children grow up. We're watching our parents age. We're really coming into a very settled and grounded place in our lives. For a lot of women, that feels uncomfortable, but for a lot of women, it's the beginning of a reinvention. What I want all women to know and understand is that the body is always working for you, and this language is there for you all the time. And when you learn to work with the whispers and when you learn to interpret your own language, then you learn how to keep yourself in the most incredible health as you gather time. The habits and practices that a woman puts into play in the rituals in this decade, this 40 to 50, what we do now as women is what carries us and sets the trajectory of our health for our next 50 years of life. I don't believe that aging is a deterioration. I believe it's a gathering. It's an accumulation. It's an evolutionary process that every woman, if they're lucky, gets to experience. Somehow we've gotten trapped in the industry of anti-aging, and we're depriving ourselves of what it feels like to be present in every age of our lives, in every element of our process, in every part of our body, which is something that's quite unique to women. We haven't even begun to scratch the surface of women's health. My generation of women, we're growing up without mothers who can lead us through this stage of life, because women's health really began in the 60s, and our mothers were the guinea pigs for women's health. And now you have this entire generation of women who are experiencing a natural progression of time and don't know what to do with it. So what I'm doing with women, it's not a process, it's not a procedure, it's not even a prescription, because that's the last thing that we need at this moment in time. What I do is an ancient art. It's the art of ritual. It's the art of caring for one's body. The work that I do with women, the rituals that we bring to our lives as women gathering time, these are ancient, radical practices, and there's nothing revolutionary about them. And when we learn to work with the body in that capacity, then our innate wisdom, it has no choice but to shine. So here we are. We have to go back to the root. We have to get very clear on what's happening, and we have to learn the language of the body so that we can work with it, especially as we age. My name is Michelle Aspinwall, and I am the Body Whisperer.